All right. Well, I just started the recording back. Thank you guys for hopping on here and taking some time out. I feel like I haven't talked to anybody since GTC because we had me and Kendra and Kathy. Well, I just had kids with animals at the fair, but Kendra and Kathy actually had to work the whole week at fair. And it was like we had GTC and then I don't know what happened. And now we're 10 days out. But I assume all of you by now have gotten your new products or and had a chance to try them, and I'm sure your clients have as well. So I just kind of wanted to catch up from GTC. I thought it was an awesome product launch, and I haven't used the hair stuff yet, but I was in on the hair research, so I had used it prior to when we got it. But the lip oil was something that I was not expecting to love as much as I do. But the way that moisturizing oil and the colors are beautiful. So I was pretty pleasantly surprised with that. Of course, the pineapple fizz is amazing. What are your guys' favorites, or what's something that you were surprised with? Jenny says, I'm in love with the new stuff. The hair products are to die for. Oh, good, good, good. I'm glad you guys like those. I did like the apple cider vinegar spray when they had sent it to me a while ago. It was like 6 months ago. So how many of you guys, well, I know, let's see, a lot of us have been doing this long enough to know how to go through a GTC and reach out to our contacts. But sometimes for newer consultants, you go through a product launch, you're like, okay, great, that's now what? You know, you post maybe something on social media or in your VIP Facebook group, and then you're not sure how to proceed from there. And so I wanted to touch on that tonight in terms of how to share those new products. And what I love about GTC every year, and I had shared this, I believe, on the day of GTC in our Facebook group, is whenever I am just sitting in, usually in Vegas at the MGM with NGTC, or the last couple of years watching it, people come to my mind. And I don't know if it's just because I'm like entranced in Arbonne all day and the energy and the excitement, but people will come to my mind that I want to talk to about the business opportunity. And so those are the first people that I write down on the list. But then I'm also thinking about people when I see a new product, like with the hair products or with that lip oil for my makeup lovers, or obviously all the fizz stick lovers. Those people also come to mind as well. Or if you know somebody who loves pineapple in general, that they may never even have tried a fizz stick before. So those are people that I start writing their names down so that I have the ability to follow back up. And then that gives us a perfectly good reason to reach out to them to let them know, hey, we just had our training conference, our annual conference where we launch a bunch of new products. I thought of you because, and let them know what it was that made you think of them. So that's for people that maybe either are using the products or even people that have never used the products before. And then when you're talking to people about the business opportunity, the same thing, say, I was watching John Maxwell's training and he was speaking about the power of leadership and all these characteristics. And you came to my mind because you fit X, Y, and Z. And just be honest and let them know from your heart why you thought of them for the business opportunity, and then ask them if they'd be willing to take a look at it. Anybody that you're reaching out to, ask them if they'd be willing to do the survey and check out the SMORE link for more information. And that was something that if you guys watched Becky's GTC call last week, or her Zoom call, I watched the recording today, and it was so fun and amazing. And I loved seeing our top 12 in sponsoring and sales. And she talked about that process of prospecting, the asks, what to say, some verbiage. I did ask her today if she could post that verbiage because I didn't see it on the E3 Facebook page. But really utilizing that SMORE link, because that survey at the end is so powerful. And for people who are going to get a free fizz stick, people do a lot of things for free stuff. So even if it's just a free fizz stick, that little incentive is enough for people to fill out those few questions. So then we get that back and it's instant feedback. So we know right away where they see themselves at with Arbonne. So you then know what your next step is in that process. If you have not watched that recording, it is on the E3 Nation. I can't remember if I posted it in our post the recording in our group page yet or not. I'll have to go back and look. But if you have not, I highly recommend going through and, hi Tessa, going through and watching that. If you if you don't want to watch the grand awards, which you never know if your name's on there. I see a handful of people who are on this call whose name is on there. And the first 20 minutes is the grand awards. And then about 20 minutes on is when she talks about the prospecting and the SMORE link. And there's really good information there. So be sure to check that out. And again, I'll double check if it's not posted in our Tenacious Nation. I will post it there from the E3. There is a new incentive for this month from GTC that many of you have seen, that backpack that we can earn, that cute green backpack. And that is with 2,500 in sales and one new preferred client or consultant with a 150 startup order. And for those of you who are not a district manager, if you go ahead and earn that backpack, you may as well go ahead and become a new district manager, because don't forget that it is 3,500 in success line volume for the month of May that will get you to district manager on June 1st. And we all know the benefits and the perks of becoming a district manager. And we still have until 10 o'clock on next Monday to get that done. So if you're sitting there, I don't even care if you are at $0, which would mean you didn't buy a box of pineapple fizz stick, which is really sad because you want a box of pineapple fizz stick, which by the way, it's getting, I haven't heard it's low in inventory yet here, but I know Canada is pretty low. So make sure you stock up on that if you love it as much as we all do. But with that, if you are have $0 and you need to get to 3,500 in the next 5, 6, 7, 8 days or so, by next Monday, it is very possible for you to do that. And what it's going to take is, again, I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again, but the daily discipline of going through and doing your asks. So what I like to do, again, you guys know me in my lists, I will list the people that I either thought of from last week that most of them have already reached out to, but I will start a new list, and it'll be either people I think of, or I will go through my Facebook friends. I will go through my Instagram followers. I will go through people who comment or like something that I've posted on social media. And if I haven't talked to them recently about Arbonne, I'm going to message them again. And it might take me 10 asks a day to get a yes, or sometimes even to get a reply from somebody, but I'm willing to put in that work and feel that discomfort daily, daily pretty much, because I want that result by the end of the month. So if that is something that you guys want, I would love to challenge you to put out those asks. Do 10 a day until next week. Or if you're like, hey, I'm better just sitting down and doing them all at once, girl, sit down and message 70 people at once then, and take a couple hours out of your day to do that. And I promise you, if you sit down, because I know we did the, what was it, the 30 and 30, we're trying to schedule 30 one-on-ones, and we would sit down and message 100 people in one day. And that the replies you get from messaging 100 people are a lot more than the replies you get from messaging 10. So if you don't want to feel maybe quite as discouraged, ask more people. The more people you ask, the more results you're going to get, because the more replies you're going to get and the more yeses that you're going to get. So if you are struggling with the asking part, please reach out to your area manager or your VP, and we can help you with that verbiage. But it's really all about that independent or individual reach outs that you are doing to people or asking people, because we can post on social media all day long. And of course, you want people to see how Arbonne fits into your lifestyle, how the products help and benefit you personally, especially with these new products. But until you actually individually ask someone, a lot of people may just be sitting back and watching you, but don't have the courage or even the time, or maybe it's not on the top of their mind, because not everybody thinks about Arbonne all the time. So they haven't made the effort to reach out to you yet. So be that person who is going to reach out. And it's crazy. And you guys know from talking to people, when you reach out to someone, a lot of times they'll be like, oh my gosh, I meant to ask you about that. I saw that you had the new pineapple fizz. How does it taste? You never know who's watching. So feel free to message those people. And again, it's that personal relationship. It's the, hey, I see you and I would love to help you with your nutrition, with your skincare, or your makeup needs. And also, PS side note on the makeup, the foundations are now back, which I am like super grateful for, because I was getting to my I was having to mix up like a darker color with my CC cream to try to get something to match me. But anyways, that's just my side note in case you guys didn't see that. The foundations are back. So hallelujah. But reach out to people and just ask them. It could be something simple as, hey, do you have a skincare line that you love right now? Or, hey, girl, we're coming into summer. I got to get 30 days of detoxing and maybe rewinding, me personally, the last 10 days or so of my nutrition and drinking choices. You want to jump in on a June group with me? I'd love to have some accountability. It doesn't have to be a big fancy ask. It could just be something where you're honestly asking people to take a look at what it is that we have to offer and how we can serve them in whatever it is, in whatever capacity that may be. So my challenge for you guys, again, if you didn't pick up on all that through my ramblings, is by next Monday to reach out and ask 70 people individually. 70, 10 a day. We're raising the bar. We're not messing around. If you want to be a district manager, and if you just want to see what happens to your business, do 70 asks in the next 7 days, and you will be surprised at what happens. And it might not all happen by May 31st at 10 p.m., but it will trickle in and happen as the weeks go by and people get back to you on those messages. So that is the homework for this week. And I know you guys can do that. Go through your contact list. Again, go through whatever methods you need to individually reach out to people. Try not to copy and paste all of them. I kind of copy and paste the main body of my ask, but I always personalize the beginning of it with whether it's a character traits I see in that person. Obviously, I use their name and what it is truly that I am seeing in that person or that I'm wanting to help them with. Maybe it's something I saw on their Facebook that they're looking for help with, whatever the case may be. So personalize the beginning, but you can also obviously, when it comes to the ask and, hey, can I send you a S'more link with more information? You can copy and paste kind of that portion. And I will get the verbiage from Becky. Once I get that, I will post it on our Tenacious Nation page with the recording from her call last week. It was about 50 minutes. So that's why I said, if you want to watch the Grind Words, the first 20 minutes, maybe then come back at 20 minutes and watch the information on the verbiage and the S'more link, and then piece together it from there. So do you guys have any questions before I close this out? No. Okay. Well, I will. Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Since you guys are on the call right now, next Monday is also Memorial Day, and it is the last day of the month. I don't have any plans besides my son's 8th grade graduation class party at 10 a.m. So I'm willing to do a call at 7 p.m., but I don't know if any of you guys want me to do that, or if you want to do like let's get on and do 15 minutes of asks and follow-ups. What are your thoughts on that? Yes, Tessa says yes. Monday. Okay. Okay, then I'll plan on next Monday being a normal Monday at 7 o'clock. And if I'm getting the feeling from people that I talked to through this week that we need to do a 15-minute, just get down and do some asks like we've done before. I know Karen's hopped on some of those calls with me where we've asked people for Facebook parties. We can do that. Or if we just need something to help close out our month, we can do that as well. But so far for the month of May, at least what I've seen in my region, I know a lot of you guys are having a lot of success with our new products. And obviously anytime they pop out with a new fizz flavor, it blows up. But I'm really excited and looking forward to, as we get into the summer months, with the activity and the signups and the sales that we've had so far in May. So good job for you guys that I can see. I can't see everybody on Jenny's region, but I know you guys are doing well also. So have a great rest of your evening, and 70 asks by next Monday. Let's get this done. All right. Talk to you guys later.